change that dial. It's time for Red Harper's Hollywood Roundup.
Yippee-yi, yippee-yay, yippee-yo.
We'll round up some songs for you.
Yippee-yi.
Maybe a laugh or two.
Yippee-yo.
A reason, a rhyme, everything is sublime when it's Hollywood Roundup time.
Yippee-yi, yippee-yay, yippee-yo.
A Hollywood howdy to you, neighbors. This is your old corral pal, Red Harper, bringing you a full half hour of cowboy and country music the way you like to hear it. Featuring those sweet singing cowpokes, the Saddle Kings, Tex Atchison, Frank Emerson, Hank Caldwell, Alabama Jim Widener, Ernie Tavares, and, as an extra special treat, one of Hollywood's newest and most glamorous young starlets is our guest star of the day. I just know you'll all be mighty happy to meet and greet lovely Miss Virginia Wall. And coming up over the hill from the Texas-Oklahoma border, it's the Saddle Kings with a number especially for Gene Meadows stationed over there in Trieste. So long to the Red River Valley.
So long to the Red River Valley. My roping and wrangling is through. And so farewell to the home corral and all the old pals I once knew. Goodbye to the old empty bunkhouse where we dreamed the hours away. Send my mail to the end of the trail. So long to the Red River Valley. I'll roll up my bedding and pack up my clothes and lighten my heart with a song.
Tell 'em, Hank.
But where I'll be traveling, nobody knows. But I'll have to be moving along. So long to the Red River Valley. My roping and wrangling is through. And so farewell to the home corral and all the old pals I once knew. Goodbye to the old empty bunkhouse where we dreamed the hours away. Send my mail to the end of the trail. So long to the Red River Valley. Valley, so long.
Yeah, real good. Nice going, boys. You guys sound better every day. But, Hank, boy, look, you're going to have to go on a diet. Man, you're just getting entirely too fat.
Oh, what do you mean? I lost 5 pounds just last week.
Well, you sure don't look it. In fact, you look about twice as big around the waist as you did last week, huh, fellas?
That's right.
Look at that guy.
Oh, that's on account I got the stove too hot this morning.
Oh, well, what's a stove got to do with how broad you are?
Why, it's very simple. Last night I put some popcorn in my back pockets, and as I backed up to the stove this morning, well, I just seemed to pop out all over.
Well, I tell you, after that, man, we ought to play something real corny. But I want to send out a real nice cowboy song to the Tex, as they call themselves, 15 Texans in the electronic shop aboard the USS Prairie. I hope you all like this Texas song, Twilight on the Trail. When it's twilight on the trail and I jog along, the world is like a dream, and the ripple of the stream is my song. When it's twilight on the trail and I rest once more, my ceiling is the sky,
and the grass on which I lie is my floor. Never ever have a nickel in my jeans, never ever have a debt to pay. Still I understand what real contentment means. I guess I was born that way. When it's twilight on the trail, and my voice is still, please plant this heart of mine underneath the lonesome pine on the hill.
Pretty too. Well, thank you, boys. Thank you a lot. I just hope the Texans enjoyed it, too. And here's some all Texans everywhere is going to enjoy. Meeting up with our very glamorous guest star of the day. We're just almighty happy that TCU down there in Fort Worth, Texas, gave to the WLS Barn Dance in Chicago, and they in turn gave to Hollywood sweet and lovely Miss Virginia Walls.
I let my heart fall into careless hands that broke my heart in two. You held my dreams like worthless grains of sand. Careless hands don't care when dreams slip through. I brought you joy, and dear, I loved you so. But all that sunshine didn't make the roses grow. If you don't change, someday you'll know the sorrow of careless hands that can't hold on to love. I brought you joy, and dear, I loved you so. But all that sunshine didn't make the roses grow. If you don't change, someday you'll know the sorrow of careless hands that can't hold on to love.
Well, I just wish you'd listen. Ain't that mighty pretty? And I tell you, Miss Virginia, we're just almighty happy to have you out here in Hollywood.
Well, thank you, Mr. Harper. I'm happy to hear somebody out here is happy to have me.
Hey, look, my name is Red. At least that's what my friends call me. You're my friend, aren't you?
Well, gee, I don't know, Mr. Harper. Red. You see, I'm just a shy country girl, and, well, I'm just frightened silly by all of these Hollywood wolves.
You just put your heart at ease, Miss Virginia. You're among friends. We're all country folks around here.
No wolves in this band?
Well, no. Well, now, of course, you'd better keep one eye on Tex Atchison, though. He's a coyote at heart.
Coyotes I can handle, I think. I'm used to those strong, silent kind of guys like they have down there at TCU. What makes all these Hollywood men so loud?
Well, I tell you, everything is such a turmoil, I guess they just shout to be heard. I don't know what else.
I know, but even mountain lions purr sometimes.
That's a fact, Miss Virginia. And even our roaring lion, Alabama Jim Widener, can purr at times. In fact, he's just about going to croon a little ditty right now for our listeners, and I want you to dedicate it to some of them in particular.
Shall I purr, too?
Oh, why, please do. We insist. Here's the dope right here.
Oh, okay. Now, this is a number for all the railroad men in the 3rd TMRS, whatever that is, over in Korea, and especially for Private First Class Dillon, and for Doc and all the Navy Corps men serving with the Marines in Korea. I'm moving on.
Now that big 8-wheel rolling down the track means your true loving daddy ain't a-coming back. I'm moving on, I'll soon be gone. You were flying too high for my little old sky, so I'm moving on. That big loud whistle as it blew and blew said, hello Alabama, we're a-coming to you. We're moving on, I'll hear my song. You had to laugh on me, so I've set you free. I'm moving on. Mr. Engineer, take that throttle in hand. This rattler's the fastest in the southern land. Keep moving on, keep rolling on. You're gonna ease my mind, so put me there on time. Keep moving on. Now I warned you, baby, from time to time, but you wouldn't listen or pay me no mind. I'm moving on, I'm rolling on. You have broken your vow, and it's all over now. I'm moving on.
Oh, you just moved it right on over there. Yes, sir. You know, I'm sure sorry to hear that you're having trouble with the Hollywood men, Miss Virginia.
Oh, they just scare me plumb to death.
I tell you what, you kind of stick close to Gower Gulch, and you won't meet up with that kind of fellas. All the cowboys respect and honor womanhood.
They do?
Well, that's a fact.
I just reckon an awful lot of those guys wearing Levi's and 10-gallon hats ain't cowboys.
Well, I reckon you ran into some of those guys who give those cowboy commercials on TV.
Yeah, must have been. One of them sure tried to sell me a big order.
Of course you didn't buy.
Certainly not. Whatever could I do with a set of plastic dishes?
Yeah, we better play something, boys. I can tell here. Hey, how's about a nice instrumental for Ezra Perry up there in Anchorage, Alaska, and for Elman Anders in Korea? Well, what you got over there, Tex boy?
Well, we ain't sent out that oldie but goodie south for quite a spell.
Well, we sure ain't, and let's send it out there right now. Well, Miss Virginia, you know, we received an awful nice letter from a good old Texas buddy of ours stationed over there close to Honshu, Japan, and, well, we'd like to sing a real nice cowboy song for him.
Is he a real cowboy, Red?
Well, I'll say he is. He said in his letter here, our music reminded him of home.
Well, that's what you try to do, isn't it? Bring a little bit of home to the fellas overseas?
That's right. And this cowpoke pal of ours, Tex McPherson, said it real nice in his letter. Right here. See what I mean?
Oh, huh? Oh, that's nice. Can I read it out loud to the folks?
Well, I don't see why not. Sure, go ahead.
Well, Tex says in his letter, "It seems like a long time since I spread a blanket roll out under the western stars, and it probably is. But with the help of the good Lord, we'll be back again someday."
Yeah, man, I tell you, we just got to do something real nice for our buddy, Tex McPherson. Hey, you Saddle Kings now, you join in with me, and let's send out that real good one, Empty Saddles.
Empty saddles in the old corral. Where do you ride tonight? Are you rounding up the dogies, the strays of long ago? Are you on the trail of buffalo? Empty saddles in the old corral. Where do you ride tonight? Are there rustlers on the border or a band of Navajo? Are you heading for the Alamo? Empty gun, covered with rust. Where do you talk tonight? Empty boots, covered with dust. Where do you walk tonight? Empty saddles in the old corral. My tears will be dry tonight. If you'll only say I'm lonely as you carry my old pal. Empty saddles in the old corral. Empty saddles, empty saddles, empty saddles.
Good. I hope you liked it out there, Tex boy. Now, let us hear from you real often.
Did you get that whole pile of mail just today, Red?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, that's a kind of about a week's collection there, Miss Virginia. We answer as much as we can on every show.
Oh, I'd love to do something real special for the nice boys.
Well, you can do that real easy. Sing a nice song for them.
All right. Let's see. I know a pretty nice song about teardrops. You don't suppose a song like that would make them cry, do you?
Oh, well, I don't think so. Here, why don't you dedicate it to these boys listening in,
Oh, I'd be real happy to. Stand by out there, Charles White and John Williams in Korea, because I'm going to sing a song for you requested by your pal Buddy Rowe in Tokyo. Hope you like Teardrops from My Eyes. Every time it rains, I think of you, and that's the time I feel so blue. When rain starts a falling, my love comes tumbling down, and it's raining teardrops from my eyes. Well, if you see clouds here in my eyes, it's just because you said goodbye. Although sun is shining, there's no more summer skies, and it's raining teardrops from my eyes. Remember the night you told me our love would always be. I wouldn't be blue and lonely if you come back to me. Every single cloud will disappear. I'd wear a smile if you were here. So baby, won't you hurry, 'cause I miss you so, and it's raining teardrops from my eyes.
Oh, thank you, boy, yeah.
remember the night you told me our love would always be. I wouldn't be blue and lonely if you come back to me. Every single cloud will disappear. I'd wear a smile if you were here. So baby, won't you hurry, 'cause I miss you so. And it's raining teardrops from my eyes.
Oh, that's good. If you want to know something, I'll just bet you that Buddy Rowe and his pals, and in fact a lot of the fellas, will be writing you for an autographed picture after that.
I sure hope they do, Red. I just love to hear from any of the boys.
Okay, out there, fellas. Get out your paper and pencils.
That's right, men. Just drop a card or letter to Virginia Wald. That's spelled W-A-L-D.
Care of Red Harper's Hollywood Roundup, Armed Forces Radio, Hollywood, USA.
Now I'll send you a picture right away.
Oh, gee, thanks a lot, Miss Virginia. And now, how's about dedicating this next instrumental to these fellas right here?
All right. For Jimmy Bagley at Wheelers Field over in Tripoli and Louis E. Walters on the other side of the globe at Okinawa, here comes Who's Sorry Now? By the way, Red, the boys back at WLS in Chicago used to tell me about those cute What's Cooking on the Hollywood Range stories of yours.
No kidding.
Uh-huh. Got one for the boys today?
Well, I sure have, Miss Virginia. Hope the folks like it. I'm a-telling you, Gower Gulch is nearly deserted these days, and it's all MGM's fault. Looks like the #1 moon picture factory of Hollywood has gone plumb loco making shoot-'em-up movies. Real honest-to-gosh cowboy Joel McGray started it, making The Outriders and Stars and McCrown over there. Then Robert Taylor donned Levi's and starred in a couple. Then the so-called king of the movies, Clark Gable himself, roared out of Western Gate #2 out there at Culver City in a thing called Across the Wide Missouri, which packed them in every theater from here to Timbuktu. So, naturally, now he's riding hard and fast in another one called Lone Star, which will probably turn out to be the biggest and best Western to come out of Movietown this year. But that's not all. Everyone out at MGM is a talking Texas style and trying to figure out how to hitch their movie careers to some cowboy horse and ride on to big looting fame as a gun-toting man of the West. Why, even Pete Smith, who makes those very amusing short subjects, has one little thing called Wild and Woolly, and glamorous MGM star Greer Garson not only has a large cattle ranch down there in Texas, but wears, it says here, 6 guns to the studio. And they also say the reason head man Louis B. Mayer sold all his racehorses was so he could latch on to a string of cowboy quarter horses. No wonder there ain't no cowpokes down in Gower Gulch. Why, they've all gone MGM-ward. It sure warms our hearts when you fellas out there write and tell us how much you enjoy our gospel numbers. So, for our friend Clip Clippinger and all of his boys of the mess personnel over there in Korea, we want to fill your special request for "And the Sweet By and By." And well, sir, we just hope it proves to be an inspiration to all of you folks everywhere. There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. To our bountiful Father above, we will offer our tribute of praise for the glorious gift of His love and the blessings that hallow our days. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore.
And listen, fellas, I sincerely hope that reminds all of you to go to church next Sunday.
Yeah, that's right, man. Remember our little motto.
Go to any church you please, but please go to church.
Yippee-yi, yippee-yay, yippee-yo.
We brought you a song or two.
Yippee-yi,
Dedicate 'em all to you.
yippee-yo.
You got your enjoys, won't you tell all the boys that it's Hollywood Roundup time?
Yippee-yi, yippee-yay, yippee-yo.
Now to mosey on now, neighbors, but try and be in when we ride your way again real soon, won't ya? Till then, this is Red Harper reminding you lots of words are sometimes worthless. The less men think, the more they talk. Ride easy, partners. Don't pull leather.
Red Harper's Hollywood Roundup was produced by Frank Seeley with the cooperation of the Hollywood Coordinating Committee and the American Federation of Musicians. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio Service, voice of information and education.